Hello, dear students. How are you? I hope you all are good. And today I will teach you your science subject, that is chemistry. In the very first chapter we will see today, and this is chemistry. ठीक है, और आज का जो टॉपिक है हमारे पास वो है केमिकल रिएक्शंस एंड इक्वेशंस। ठीक है, केमिकल रिएक्शंस एंड इक्वेशंस, ये है हमारा आज का चैप्टर फर्स्ट, क्लास 10th, एंड दिस वीडियो इज फॉर क्लास 10th chemistry chapter 1 chemical reactions and equation. Let's move into our topic. Generally, I am giving you some example while you are cooking food. Let us see, when you are cooking food, when you are cooking food, or we can say whenever we are respiring, ठीक है, while you are cooking food, is there any change in some substances? Is there any change in substances? Is there any change? Obviously yes, change. We are respiring, so then what happened? Grapes get fermented. जो होता है, whatever grapes get fermented. So is in this reaction, is there any change in the physical matter, any chemical changes? So obviously, so in our daily life, many situations are there, like milk is left at room temperature during summers. Milk is left at room temperature during summer season. So here obviously there is a change, chemical change. What kind of change? Chemical changes occur here. So what we say, whenever a chemical change occurs, whenever a chemical changes occur, what we see, actually we say that chemical reaction has taken place. We say that chemical reaction has taken place. Now we will see actually how do we come to know that what kind of chemical reaction has taken place. Actually what I am saying, how do we come to know that what kind of chemical reaction has taken place, isn't it? So this is our another question. For this, what we are going to do, we are going to do an activity. I will erase this thing. We are going to do, or we are going to see some activities. In this activity, what we are going to do, I will show you. So in this activity we are going to see, what we are going to burn. What we are going to do, we are going to burn what? Magnesium ribbon. Magnesium ribbon हम एक लेंगे. We will take a magnesium rubber and we will clean it first of all we will clean it, and how much long, 2 centimeter long we will take as here, and with the help of tongs, here we have a tongue, we hold it. Okay, we hold it. It means what? Magnesium rubber. What kind of activity we are going to do? We will burn a magnesium rubber in where? Okay, we will take a burner also. Spirit lamp is called, as we everything. This is called as spirit lamp. With the help of a spirit lamp, and we will hold the magnesium ribbon with the help of tongue, and we will burn on the flames of the spirit lamp. And what we have to do here, one thing, we will collect okay ash. Okay, ash जो भी ash जो form होगा after the burning, see here we are collecting here, where? In the watch glass. ठीक है, जो भी वॉच ग्लास है उसमें हम इस चीज़ को कलेक्ट करेंगे. वट एवर द आफ्टर बर्निंग मैग्नीशियम रिबन, इट फॉर्म्स सम ash type material. Okay, so that we will collect in the watch glass. And wait, so you must have observed some changes in the magnesium ribbon. Okay, I will change, I will take another color here. Okay, in the watch glass, you have got some substances here. Okay, see, okay, you have got some substances. And okay, जो ये magnesium ribbon है, sorry, whatever the magnesium ribbon we have taken, okay, it will burn with a dazzling white flame. What kind of? Dazzling white flame. Okay, dazzling white flame के साथ ये burn होगा कौन सा? magnesium ribbon, and changes into white powder, and after burning it changes into white powder. Okay, so what in this activity, what we have done initially, we have taken a magnesium ribbon and we clean it, and the size of the magnesium ribbon which we have taken is 2 centimeter. We will hold this magnesium ribbon with the help of a tongue, okay, and be burn on the flame of a spirit lamp. Here we have taken a burner, okay, and we will collect the ash, whatever the white powder is forming after burning, we will collect it into the watch glass, okay, which we have taken below the burner. It will fall down slowly, and okay, it will fall down. We will keep there a watch glass. We will collect into the material, the substance into the watch glass, and we have observed in this activity that the flame is dazzling white. Okay, and the substance which we have got, that is white powder type substances. So how it has been formed? It is formed due to the reaction. I will take another okay, I will erase something from in this. Okay, let's move here. Whatever the powder we have got, the powder in watch glass is white. And what is that? Magnesium oxide. This is magnesium oxide, and it is formed due to the reaction. ये कैसे फॉर्म हुआ है? किसी रिएक्शन के वजह से फॉर्म हुआ है. बिटवीन व्हाट? बिटवीन रिएक्शन कोई भी होता है बिटवीन टू थिंग, तो बिटवीन मैग्नीशियम एंड ऑक्सीजन. मैग्नीशियम में ऑक्सीजन में एक कोई रिएक्शन होके ही this magnesium oxide have formed. We will see how to equate a equation in the further in this chapter, but here you have to understood between two substances like magnesium and oxygen there has taken place, okay, it has been taken place a chemical reaction between the magnesium and oxygen, okay, and it has formed a powder in the watch glass, that is the magnesium oxide, okay, after burning the what magnesium ribbon, and on the on the flame of a spirit okay lamp. So some changes also we have seen, like okay, what is while burning we got a flame of a dazzling white color, and the powder also we have got that is white in color, okay. So this is the activity which we have seen, okay, in this in the very first. We will see another activities also, okay, activity number okay 2. So here in this activity number 2 we will take a conical flask. ये जो है वो क्या है, a conical flask है, ठीक है. We will take a conical flask and we will take some zinc granules. ये जो चीज़ है वो क्या है, जिंक ग्रेनुअल्स है, जिंक के थोड़े टुकड़े हैं इसमें, एंड वी विल पुट इन सम डाइल्यूट सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, okay, H2SO4, but dilute. Please be careful with this kind of okay acids, these are very much dangerous, okay. So by using some spatula by using some okay hand gloves only we can touch this kind of conical flask if we have some dilute sulfuric acid into this conical flask. So after pouring some dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, we can take any dilute hydrochloric or dilute sulfuric acid, we can add to this zinc granule, but in the conical flask. Now what we observe there has taken place a chemical reaction, you know that. Let us take Zn, okay, and we have added some H2SO4, and after that it will form some ZnSO4, okay, plus okay hydrogen. This hydrogen gas will okay evolve here, so this hydrogen gas is going up down, so we will get some hydrogen gas after adding the dilute hydrochloric H2SO4, okay, hydrogen gas जो है वो ऊपर उठेगा. So this formation of, there will be formation of what, I will write it, there will be formation of hydrogen gas. So obviously there is a chemical changes, means a chemical reaction has taken place, because in this conical flask we have taken some zinc granules, we added the dilute hydrochloric hydrogen this sulfuric acid, and we got the hydrogen gas from here, okay. So this is kind of a chemical reaction, and when we will take a glass tube also here, and this, when we will after this hydrogen gas formation, what happens to this cork, you can observe everything with this activity. So from these two activities, what we have observed, that we have observed there has been taken place some chemical changes. So means what, chemical reaction, okay, chemical. So these are the chemical reactions which I wanted to tell you, okay. So now, okay, one more thing in this activity, what you can observe, this conical flask will okay change its temperature, okay. You will feel some heat, what, you will feel some heat after touching this conical flask. So there will be some okay kind of change in the state, change in state. In the very first activity you have observed the change in the state, because जो रिबन था, मैग्नीशियम जो रिबन था, that converts into the that converted into what? Powder, isn't it? So there is a change in the state. Again you can observe like change in the color, change in color also. Powder gets white, okay. And again you can observe the evolution of some gases, evolution of gases. Recently in the activity number 2 you observe that hydrogen gas, okay, evolved from the hydrogen gas. And also you can feel the change, okay, in temperature, okay. कॉनिकल फ्लास्क जो था वो कैसे हो गया? थोड़ा सा गर्म हो गया. सो वेर एवर, ओके, यू आर फीलिंग, यू आर, ओके, observing this kind of changes, that means, okay, a chemical reaction is taking place, a chemical reaction is taking place. Understood? Now another we have many chemical reactions around us, okay, but the thing is that how we understood what kind of various types of reaction is taking place and what kind of their symbolic representation, okay, what are their symbolic representation. For that we are going to read our next subheading, that is the chemical equations. ये है हमारा अगला सब हेडिंग, केमिकल इक्वेशंस. इसमें एक्चुअली होता क्या है? ओके, इन द प्रीवियस एक्टिविटी लाइक ऑफ द मैग्नीशियम रिबन, वी हैव ऑब्जर्व दैट देयर इज ए मैग्नीशियम and when it reacts with the oxygen it forms what? Magnesium oxide. So instead of writing these kind of equation in the form of like words, what we represent with their symbolic representation. So this is O, it forms MgO. So please do not think about the whether this equation is equal or not. We will equate this chemical reaction in the another, okay, slides in the further in this topic. but here अभी तक यहाँ पे देख लीजिए कि ये जो होता है यही केमिकल इक्वेशन कहलाता है. ये क्या कहलाता है? केमिकल इक्वेशंस कहलाता है. इसमें होता क्या है, हमारे पास ये लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, ये इक्वेशन यहाँ पे है, ये हमारा राइट हैंड साइड है, और ये हमारा क्या है? लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एंड दिस इज राइट हैंड साइड. ओके, सो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में जो भी ये एलिमेंट्स जो भी होते हैं, व्हेन दे जो भी पार्टिसिपेटिंग एलिमेंट्स होते हैं, okay, that I will take another page. Here we have Mg plus O, it gives magnesium oxide. So these are the left hand side, okay, elements, and this is right hand side. After the chemical reaction, whatever the thing which we form, okay, that is called as product of the chemical reaction. And whatever the okay, elements which are taking place in the chemical reaction, those are called as what? Reactants. They are called as reactants. And after the chemical reaction, the elements they form some compounds, these are called as products. Okay, so these are called as reactants in the left hand side, products is in the right hand side. This is left hand, this is the right hand. You understood the syntax of the chemical equation. Okay, here we have seen in the previous what activity, here magnesium ribbon, and after that we have seen this Zn(H2SO4) which gives Zn(SO4) plus hydrogen. So these are the reactants and these are the products. So same thing, I told you chemical equation क्या होता है? जो भी द डिस्क्रिप्शन जो होता है ऑफ ए केमिकल रिएक्शन इन द सेंटेंस फॉर्म, ये क्या है, एक सेंटेंस फॉर्म में है ना, एंड सो ये जो सेंटेंस फॉर्म में लिखना बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट टास्क हो जाता है. दैट इज वाई वी राइट इन द शॉर्टर फॉर्म लाइक Mg plus O and it gives you MgO, that is magnesium oxide. And before the chemical reaction, the elements which are taking place and which are participate in the chemical reaction, those are called as the left hand side element, that is the reactants. And after the chemical reaction, the whatever it has been formed, that is called as products. So same thing which I have written here, the reactants, okay, and the products. यहाँ पे रिएक्टेंट्स होता है, यहाँ पे क्या होता है, वो प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं. अब देखिए आगे चलते हैं. यहाँ पे ओके, यहाँ पे हमारे पास रिएक्टेंट्स के बीच में एक हमारे पास प्लस साइन होता है, और ये जो एरो होता है वो हेडेड जो पॉइंट होता है टुवर्ड्स द प्रोडक्ट्स, इट शोज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ रिएक्शन. व्हाट इज दिस? इट शोज द direction of reactions. It shows the direction of reaction. And all in the right hand side also we can get a plus symbol, like previous activity what I showed you, zinc granules when it reacts with what, this is sulfuric acid, H2SO4, this is arrow headed, it forms ZnSO4. again we got a plus symbol and this hydrogen gas evolved. So in this this is the plus symbol, and these two things are called, what is the reactants. Again here we have a plus symbol, and these two things are called as products. And here we have plus symbol, here we also have a plus symbol. This is arrow headed, means what does this mean? Direction of what? Chemical reaction. So this is how we have to understood what is a chemical equation. So in a chemical equation like Mg plus O2, it gives you what? MgO. Here count the number of elements in the left hand side. Here we have Mg के लिए 1 है, और ऑक्सीजन का how many elements we have, atoms we have 2 atoms. Okay, total we have here 3 what? Atoms. But in the in the right hand side we have Mg, how many? 1 atom. Oxygen also we have 1 atom. To total we have 2 atoms. Is there any balance? Okay, no. This okay chemical equation, okay, this chemical equation is unbalanced. Okay, I will tell you again, I will erase this thing. How we should okay, so this, suppose हमारे पास हमने ये एलिमेंट लिख लिया, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? एलिमेंट. what we call it? Element. And this is also element. Okay, but we have 1 atom. How many atoms? Only 1 Mg, so 1 atom. But here we have how many atoms of oxygen element? We have 2 atoms. You got it? In the left hand side here. So total how many atoms we have in the left hand side? 3. But what about the in right hand side? We have here 1 and here 1. So total we have how many atoms? 2 atoms. So the given chemical equation Mg plus O2 is tends to MgO is unbalanced. So we need to balance this kind of chemical equation. At this unbalanced chemical equation, that is called as what? Skeletal chemical equation. Skeletal chemical equation. What is that? Skeletal chemical equation. I will write it in the next skeletal chemical equation. Skeletal chemical equation, what is this? Such a chemical equation which is unbalanced for which is unbalanced and that is just used for to show the chemical reaction, and balanced chemical equation which is used to show the chemical reaction is called skeletal chemical equation. ठीक है, what I have written, an unbalanced chemical equation is used to show the chemical reaction is called as a skeletal chemical equation. So it is very much important to know how to balance a chemical equation. This will be our next subheading. While balancing a chemical equation, and before this balancing you should I think you people have already studied what is that law of conservation of mass. What does it mean, law of conservation of mass? I think in 9th class you have this topic. Means the total mass of the element. Also before that, mass can neither be created. What? Mass can neither be created or nor can be destroyed. Mass can neither be created nor destroyed. So why I think you people all are aware of this law of conservation of mass. That actually that means mass can neither be created, ना ही create किया जाता है मास को, ना ही इसको destroy किया जा सकता है, वो जितना होता है उतना. So the actually it means the total mass of the element, total mass of element present in what? Products. Total mass of the elements present in the product should be equal to total mass of elements present in reactants. मतलब हमारे पास हमने जो केमिकल रिएक्शन स्टार्ट किया था, तो उसमें वट एवर द एलिमेंट्स विच आर टेकिंग प्लेस, विच आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग एज रिएक्टेंट्स, उनके जो टोटल मास है दैट शुड बी इक्वल टू द आफ्टर द केमिकल रिएक्शन इट हैज़ फॉर्म सम कंपाउंड एंड इट हैज़ फॉर्म सम एलिमेंट्स, उनके टोटल मास, उनके टोटल एलिमेंट्स जो भी प्रोडक्ट है उसके इक्वल ही होना चाहिए. सो द सेम थिंग विच आई एम टेलिंग, दिस depends on the law of conservation of mass. Means mass can neither be created nor destroyed. Means total mass of the elements present in the product should be equal to the total mass of the elements present in the reactants. There should not be any change, or there should not be any change in the mass of the elements in the products and the reactants. Actually, in other words, one more thing we can say, that number of atoms of each element, what is that? Number of atoms of each element, number of atoms of each element remains the same. Number of atoms of each element remains the same before and after. Before and after a chemical reaction. Okay, what do we need? That is why hence we need balancing chemical reaction. That is why we need some balancing of chemical reaction. Means here we have seen that number of atoms of each element remains the same before and after the chemical reaction. As I showed you, Mg plus O2, it gives what? MgO. This was the skeletal chemical equation. Here we have total number of atoms, that is 3. 1 for Mg, 2 for O2, it gives you 3 atoms, but here we have only 2. So this is unbalanced chemical equation. So hence that is why we call it a skeletal chemical equation, as we have seen the definition of the skeletal chemical equation. So we need balancing, and balancing depends upon the law of conservation of mass. Means mass can neither be created nor destroyed. That means the number of atoms or number of atoms of each element remains the same before and after the chemical reactions. That is why we need some balancing. Now you understood the complete logic behind why do we need balancing a chemical equation. Let us see. Here we have ZnSO4, Zn, दूसरी एक्टिविटी में हमने जेडन से जिंक ग्रेनुअल से जो H2SO डाइल्यूट H2SO4 से हमने रिएक्ट करवाया था. सो इट फॉर्म्स ZnSO4 plus H2. Now let us examine the number of atoms of different elements on both sides of this arrow. Here we have, let us see. पहले तो हमारे पास how many elements participating in the reactions. We have Zn, another we have hydrogen, another we have S, that is sulfur, and this oxygen. In the left hand side we have one. In the left hand side hydrogen we have two atoms. In the left hand side sulfur we have only one atom, and but we have oxygen, how many atoms? 4. This is in the left hand side. Now what about right hand side? So we have, I will change the color here. Zinc we have how many? Only one. Hydrogen how many we have? Again 2. Sulfur how many we have? 1 1 2 1. And how many oxygen? We have 4 atoms. So see here, 1 equal to 1, 2 is equal to 2, 1 is equal to 1, 4 is equal to 4. So every element every element in the chemical reaction in the left hand side means a number of atoms of all the elements in the left hand side is equal to the number of atoms in the right hand side. So same on both sides. So what we can say, it is a balanced chemical equation. It is a balanced chemical equation. Now let us try another example. Fe plus H2O, it gives how much? Fe3O4 plus H2. Fe plus H2O, it gives Fe3O4 plus H2. But one thing, very very important point. You may ask to me, sir ये Fe3 यहाँ पे अनबैलेंस ही है, अगर तो आपने ऐसे क्यों लिखा है? Why you have written? So Fe अब it depends upon the number of what electrons in the outer shell, then it forms what kind of compound, that is another chapter that also we will see. Okay, but here we are just looking at the somewhat balancing the chemical equation. Skeletal you have to remember. Okay, this Fe plus H2O, Fe3O4 plus H2 means unbalanced chemical equation. You have to remember whenever Fe reacts with the H2O it forms Fe3O4 plus और हाइड्रोजन गैस जो है वो इवॉल्व होता है. सो ये चीज़ तो आपको रिमेंबर करना है. बट हाउ वी हैव टू balance this kind of chemical, okay, equation. For that, okay, we have this chapter, and if we understood the concept behind this, we can easily equate the balance, we can easily equate the chemical, okay, equation. लेकिन अब ये पूछेंगे सर ये Fe3O4 ही क्यों हुआ? okay, तो ये तो उसके Fe के जो आउटर शेल में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, वो किस एटम्स के साथ वो कंपाउंड फॉर्म करता है, वो एक अलग ही चैप्टर है. दैट इज़ अनदर चैप्टर. देयर वी विल सी व्हाई दे आर फॉर्मिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ कंपाउंड्स Fe3O4. okay, but here understood, here we have to see just the equation means equating concept. So let us see this example. Fe plus H2O it gives Fe3O4. So अब देखिए यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में Fe के कितने एटम्स है? यहाँ पे 1 है. हियर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, राइट हैंड साइड में Fe के कितने एटम्स है? 3 है. सो ऑब्वियसली इक्वल नहीं है. सेम हियर वी हैव ऑक्सीजन. हाउ मेनी एटम्स? Here we have oxygen, only 1 atom in the left hand side. Here we have oxygen, how many atoms? We have 4. okay, so obviously it is unbalanced. It is unbalanced chemical equation. It is unbalanced chemical equation. So that is why we have to equate, okay, this Fe plus H2O it gives Fe, okay, 3O4 plus H2. तो very first step we will follow some steps here. हम सबसे पहले हम इसको एक we will put all the okay elements all in the participating okay elements and compounds in a box. ऐसे बॉक्स में हम इसको प्लेस कर देंगे. So our first step is the boxes representation. In step 2 we have to select a compound, okay, with maximum this is max maximum number of atoms. It may be in reactant और प्रोडक्ट. मतलब कहने का मतलब है उस कंपाउंड को या फिर उस कंपाउंड को हमको सेलेक्ट करना है जिस कंपाउंड में मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ एटम्स प्रेजेंट हो. ठीक है, maximum. Now you understood the concept of atoms na. It may be in the reactant side or it may be in the product side. तो सबसे पहले हमारे पास यहाँ पे हियर इटसेल्फ यू कैन ऑब्जर्व. यहाँ पे देखिए 1 है तो ये तो नहीं लेंगे. यहाँ पे देखिए 3 है, यहाँ पे इसके 2 और इसके 1. 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atoms of oxygen. We have 3 here. Let us see, here we have 3 atoms of Fe and 4 atoms of oxygen. It gives you 7. Obviously we will take this compound. Which one? Fe3. So I will erase these things from here. Okay, so we will take which one? Fe3O4 compound. So after observing we selected which one compound? Fe3O4 compound and the element oxygen in it. और हम उसमें and also हम एक चीज़ यहाँ पे और लिखेंगे. इन दैट इस कंपाउंड, जो भी आप कंपाउंड सेलेक्ट कर रहे हो उसमें जो भी एलिमेंट है, जो भी मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ एटम्स के जो एलिमेंट है उसे आप कंसीडर करोगे. सपोज हियर वी हैव सेलेक्टेड Fe3O4. okay, in this maximum number of atoms of element, select the element with maximum number of atoms. ऐसे लिख लेते हैं, इसको इरेज कर दो आप. select that element with the maximum number of atoms, so which we have selected O4. okay, we will equate oxygen in both side. तो हम इस चीज को, ऑक्सीजन को हम बोथ साइड में, so we will equate the oxygen in the both side and we have, ये वाला हमारे पास था earlier. तो यहाँ पे देखिए ऑक्सीजन 4 है, ऑक्सीजन 4 है यहाँ पे. we will write what 4H2O, then it will be equal. so here in the left hand side, okay, the diagram again. so here I will draw a table. atoms in the oxygen इनिशियली हाउ मेनी, ये वाला हमारे पास क्या है इनिशियल, एक मिनट. इनिशियली वी हैव इन रिएक्टेंट साइड हाउ मेनी 1. how many atoms are there in the oxygen of the oxygen in the reactant side 1, and in the product side how many we have 4. 1 किस में H2O में देखिए 1 है, और प्रोडक्ट में हमारे पास कितना है Fe3O4 है, मतलब ऑक्सीजन वी हैव 4. तो व्हाट वी विल डू टू बैलेंस, okay, to balance we will multiply this with 4 and we will multiply with 1 into 4 and we will multiply in 1. so here we can get 4H2O, here we will get same as it is Fe3O4. so what will we get, Fe plus 4H2O, it gives you how many Fe3O4 plus H2. we will put the same boxes as we have already done. okay, next this is partially balanced, and one important point, to balance the oxygen atom we can put the coefficient 4. here we have to put 4 but not like this H2O4. okay, we are not going to put the, we have to put just the coefficient, यहाँ पे आगे इससे मल्टीप्लाई करना है 4. now you got here Fe, so ऑक्सीजन इक्वल हो गया. यहाँ पे भी इन द रिएक्टेंट साइड ऑक्सीजन एटम्स कितने हैं 4 है, इन द प्रोडक्ट साइड ऑल्सो वी हैव ऑक्सीजन एटम्स 4. now take the another slide and here now here you have Fe is also not balanced and hydrogen also not balanced, because here we have so let us take hydrogen, because why I am telling you take hydrogen, I will tell you. we have Fe 4H2O plus Fe3O4 plus H2, because here we have hydrogen 8 atoms, here we have only 2 atoms. so maximum number of atoms I told you to select between, now you have to select between Fe and H na. so that is why I am selecting hydrogen. you understood why I am selecting hydrogen now, why I am going to equate hydrogen, because it has the maximum number of atoms. again whatever the rules we are following initially, So equate हाइड्रोजन. सो यहाँ पे फिर एटम्स ऑफ हाइड्रोजन लिख लेंगे. एटम्स ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इनिशियली हाउ मेनी हैव, रिएक्टेंट साइड में 8 एंड प्रोडक्ट साइड में कितने हैं हमारे पास 2. तो हम इसमें क्या करेंगे 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, इसमें क्या करेंगे 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे टू बैलेंस. हम इसमें 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे और इसमें हम 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. तो यहाँ पे हमारा 1 8 हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे भी हमारा 8 हो जाएगा. सो हम अगला हमारे पास क्या हो जाएगा Fe प्लस 4H2O. इट गिव्स यू Fe3O4 plus what 4H2. Okay, so again this is partially balanced. Because Fe जो है हमारे पास वो अभी तक क्या है वो unbalanced है. So now balance Fe atoms. Okay, अगेन टेबल एटम्स ऑफ Fe. ठीक है, एटम्स ऑफ आयरन करेंगे ना. यहाँ पे क्या इनिशियली और यहाँ पे आपके है इन रिएक्टेंट साइड. रिएक्टेंट साइड कितने हैं ओनली 1 है और प्रोडक्ट साइड आपके कितने हैं 3 है. तो यहाँ पे आप 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, यहाँ से 1, तो ये हो जाएगा 3, ये भी हो जाएगा 3, इक्वल हो जाएगा. तो अभी आप क्या करेंगे 3 Fe हो जाएगा, फिर आपके पास क्या हो जाएगा 4H2O. इट गिव्स यू Fe3O4 प्लस 4H2. अब आप देख लीजिए हमारे पास Fe था, हाइड्रोजन था, ठीक है, हमारे पास ऑक्सीजन था. ओके, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में हमारे पास कितना है Fe3 है, राइट हैंड साइड में कितना है Fe3 है. हाइड्रोजन कितना है यहाँ पे 8 है, हाइड्रोजन यहाँ पे कितना है 8 है. ऑक्सीजन इस साइड कितना है 4 है और ऑक्सीजन इस साइड कितना है 4 है. नाउ एवरीथिंग बैलेंस्ड. सो ये जो हो गया वो बैलेंस्ड केमिकल इक्वेशन हो गया. सो दिस इज हाउ वी हैव टू ओके व्हाट. तो अगेन वंस अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू स्टेप बाय स्टेप. चलिए मैं आपको बताता हूँ कहाँ से क्या करना है. फर्स्ट स्टेप वी हैव टू रिप्रेजेंट द बॉक्स रिप्रेजेंटेशन. वी हैव टू ड्रॉ बॉक्सेस. Step 2, select that compound with the maximum number of atoms, whether it may be in reactant or it may be in the product side. यहाँ पे जो हमने product side में यहाँ पे ये Fe3O4, ये यहाँ पे भी हो सकता है कोई एक बड़ा अगर compound आता है like ZnSO4 ऐसे कुछ आता है, तो हम with the maximum number of what atoms we will select the compound. So here we, in this reaction we have taken the Fe3O4, but here again in Fe3O4 we have to select that element which has the maximum number of atoms. We have to select the element which have the maximum number of atoms. अब इसमें तो इसमें कौन सा है O है, तो हम O4 से equating start करेंगे. Okay, the very first question you may ask me, sir, from where we have to start the from which element we have to start the chemical balance, start the balancing the chemical equation. So selecting the element we have taken some procedure. Select the compound with the maximum number of atoms, and in that compound we have to select the element with the maximum number of atoms. So here we have selected the oxygen. We will equate the oxygen in both sides first. So what we have done, I have written you the atoms of oxygen initially कितना है हमारे पास reactants में 1 है. As you have seen in the hydrogen H2O, in products we have 4 because we have Fe3O4. So we will multiply here in this side 4 and we will multiply 1. So to balance, okay, finally how much we got 4H2O and Fe3O4. So we will write partially balance Fe plus 4H2O. It gives you Fe3O4 plus H2. Again this is unbalanced. Here we will see another, we have to select the another element to balance to balance. But again we have a question, which element we have to select the maximum number of atoms. So we have hydrogen, we have to select between the Fe and hydrogen. Okay, so we have hydrogen is the maximum because 8 we have. So atoms in the hydrogen initially हमारे पास कितना है, 8 है. In but in product how many do we have? 2. So we will multiply this with 1 and this one is 2 by 4. So finally we got 8 and 8 in both sides. So that is why we have written Fe plus 4H2O, and here we have multiplied with the 4. So Fe3 plus 4H2. Now we have the hydrogen atom equal 4 to 8, and here also 4 to 8. So 8 atoms in the reactant side, and sorry, product side, 8 atoms in the product side. So now we will balance the iron, that is Fe. Initially how many we have in the reactant side? 1, and product side we have 3. So we will multiply by 3 in the reactant side. So reactant side में आपने 3 से मल्टीप्लाइड कर दिया तो आपको आ गया 3Fe हो गया प्लस 4H2O, जैसा कि एज इट इज आप लोग लिख रहे हैं. तो हियर वी हैव Fe H2O. सो रिएक्टेंट साइड, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड भी बराबर हो गया, राइट हैंड साइड के सब बराबर हो गया. सो दैट इज द वे वी हैव टू बैलेंस द केमिकल इक्वेशन. Okay, you can take another example which has been given in the textbook also. We will continue this chapter in the next part. So तब तक के लिए धन्यवाद.